more than 100 games played, the border war between these two schools has been a clash in the middle of the country that's been a contest played since before the 20th century. And believe me, in rivalries like this one, the wrongs from games played in 1891 are being discussed as we get ready for what's in store. Great to have you with us from Thoreau Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. It's the Kansas Jayhawks and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Jayhawks head coach before the game. This is going to be a huge challenge to get this upset on the road. Not only is this one of the best quality opponents they have faced so far, it is a quality crowd. You can hear from the noise. This crowd is ready to get after it. A very hostile environment. We will see how they handle it, and I will keep you posted how it's going down here on the field. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tigers offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. The Tigers able to squeak out a close one the last time they saw KU.
Yeah, the Tigers took care of business. They handled the moment really, really well. They've had the upper hand in this series, and they showed why with their composure in the last game.
It's really incredible, too, how winning a rivalry game can take your season in a completely different trajectory. And that's exactly what happened with Missouri after that win last year.
Takes the handoff. It's Roberts. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
They'll need a bunch on second down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. That's caught. It's Terry. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
They're testing the right side here. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Second down, gonna throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's James. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Third and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Look out! Right side, it's Hoffman. Could not make his way to the corner.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
The Jayhawks offense will now get its first chance with the football. James Simon, they believe he is the guy who can really give a jolt of energy to this rushing attack. Offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. On the option. tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Keeps it himself. Taken down.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Snap in the shotgun. Hauls it in. There he goes. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 1st down here for the offense. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run, but what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit, but talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Rushes on. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the ground, it's Simon. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Looking to throw, it's Mason. Left side is Rodgers. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. And the Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Trying to get the corner. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Let's talk for a second about Kansas. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And I like the bounce back for this offense. You go 3 and out, they don't get frustrated. They don't get down. Nice job going back to the drawing board, creating some good plays. Now here in a rhythm, moving the football.
Pulls it on the option. Quick toss. There's some daylight. Around and stopped, and he just picked and weaved and bobbed his way for 5.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk game. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Right back to it. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Pushes ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
The give. He's dropped.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get to 2nd and short, and those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it, but they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
Miles is way ahead. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
This is the essence of rivalry games, the big moments that you just say a few words and everybody remembers where they were when it happened. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Now we get a timeout called by the Jayhawks. It's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a crease, it's Roberts. Breaks into the open.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Roberts. You do think basketball in this rivalry, but there is football history. Gale Sayers, Todd Reesing, Chase Daniel, the Mangino era for the Jayhawks. At times, this was one of the best rivalries on the planet.
Well, they started playing in 1891, and it's unfortunate with conference realignment that this rivalry game kind of went away. I wish we saw it more often.
Yeah, and we've seen it all across college football. We get robbed of the rivalries, and then in turn, we kind of forget about them. So good to have this rivalry back.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Headed outside, it's Roberts. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. They'll move the wide receiver. Give to the running back. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Straight ahead, it's Roberts. Finding some room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Got enough space, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Sets his feet, it's Mason. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Motion from the wideout. Looking for room, it's Roberts. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. I mean, you'd like to think your receiver in space can make a linebacker miss, but that's just a better job tackling by the defense.
Wide receiver going in motion. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Unloads in the nick of time.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires it. Got a man. It's Huffman. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Missouri gets to the line quickly.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Got it in the middle. It's Terry. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in 3rd and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on 3rd down.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
Trying to get outside, it's Roberts. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Play is stopped for a moment as they tend to an injured Kansas Jayhawk. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. And his throw is incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Thurman. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Stopped right there.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 3rd and long right here. Looking downfield, it's Bell. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Jayhawks will punt it away on 4th down. Slips through the line. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Missouri's offense heads out ready to go. Opening play of the drive from the 39. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Kansas will take a timeout. That's their 2nd. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly on the move. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Fresh center downs going to the air. Going to take a shot. And he almost had a pick.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Rush right in his face. Took care of it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hits inside. It's Thurman. Got 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 coming. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down. Clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Back's got it on the screen. Got a little grass. The 20. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Scanning the field, it's Bell. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. As expected, looks as if they'll run it out and go into halftime with a lead. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs.
Missouri will kick it off to open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
I caught up with the Missouri head coach coming out of the locker room. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Looking for the edge. Pulls it and runs it again. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Reporting from the Missouri sideline, the offense is getting ready to take the field right now, but they have been patting the defense on the back, patting guys on the helmet, saying, get that ball back for us. We are going to make them pay. This defense has kept their offense right in it. There's a ton of chemistry and excitement down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Motion from the wide receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Just drives it between the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of got away from their identity a little bit on that last drive, David. They got to kind of get back to doing what they do.
Yeah, and hold on to the football. I mean, defense just did their job. Stopped them, held them to a field goal, limited the damage. Now it's time for the offense to get the momentum going again.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Right back to the well. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Napier. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give, it's Willis. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His fit.
Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive. Now we'll hang on here. The coach is calling a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Kansas offense out there poised and ready to go to work. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. They got to stop turning the football over.
On the option. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
To the air, it's Mason. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And they'll stop him right there on the return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Got it in the middle, it's Hoffman. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. 3rd and short now, they snap it from their own 46. Right at the line. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker, he's a yard short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
They'll move the wide receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. He's up to 94 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Handoff again. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The Jayhawks rock out to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. In the backfield, it's Martin. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Keeps it himself. To the back. Enough to move the chains. Forced out of bounds right at the 33-yard line. Really good pickup there.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Might as well run him again. Turning it on. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Uh-oh, look out. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to get the corner. He'll do it himself. Looking for a crease. Maybe a crease. He goes out of bounds, and that'll take us to the start of the fourth quarter. So first down will open up the final period. Running the red zone, it's Simon. He'll be wrestled out of bounds at about the 7-yard line. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. Fired in from the red zone for the score. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run, the field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Headed outside, it's Roberts. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got him right there. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the day, and the defense has been getting a steady diet of this dude on opening day. Here they come, trying to convert a third and short from the 28. Trying to squeak through the pile. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Hauls it in at the 25. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Let's see if this rally can continue. A touchdown followed by the stop, and now they've got the ball back. Tells the run, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas!
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Motion from the wideout. Using his legs, it's Roberts. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
To give to the back. Shakes off the defender. And they not only knocked him down behind the line, they also put him back under the century mark for the day.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Obviously backed up against it. Time running out. Got to get the football back. 2 good plays. Now third down. I stay aggressive. Have to come after him. If they decide to throw the football, so be it. But stay aggressive. Get that football back for your offense.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They'll have a first down here. A Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense got it. They're on the run. Scooped and scored. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. Oh, man, the defense just turned this game upside down with that score.
Dude, just take matters into your own hands. Like, I'll take care of this. I'm not even going to take this. I'm going to score points. I'm going to try to go ahead and ice this game away. Defense is still going to have to come back on the field, but unbelievable job just taking matters into its own hands.
Pass is incomplete. No good on the 2-point conversion. They tried to stretch his lead out to a field goal, but they're still up by 1. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His second big game-changing play in this football game.
He'll take it himself.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give them a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done, man.
Second and long here. Keeps it moving. It's Simon. Could be an alley. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Jayhawks. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Tigers sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're all over it. He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it. The give. Can't get him to the ground. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Under pressure, and he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
There's a reason you drag the record books to the recycle bin in a rivalry game. Upsets, and we've got one looming. Throws for the tight end. Complete in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. He wants to throw. Tackled way behind the line. It'll be a loss of 7. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on third down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within one possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what you practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
Holly, what update do you have for us?
Hey guys, checking in from the Kansas sideline. This offense is getting ready to take the field, and they know they are in command. They keep saying, eat, eat. They can't stop us right now. This is a top 10 defense. This is a little bit surprising here today, but guys, I feel all the momentum, all the chemistry and excitement over here with this offense. They just need to play clean football and take care of the ball to make this big upset a reality. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Mason. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play. And down he goes back at the 3. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. The Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. He really needs to get away a good kick here. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Not a lot of room to field this one. No room to bring it back. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Fires downfield. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late, they'll go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And we can rock and chalk this one up to a Kansas victory and a waving of the wheat in this border war rivalry. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.